been up at his friends again today, and they asked us if we'd thin all these oaks out. So we've done this, all this bit, and all this bit, all thinned out so it gives the younger ones a chance. And then down here we've started to take out the broom that looks like that. So there's a lot of rock rows in here as well, so it'll need brush cutting. But we've gone from this fallen tree all the way across there and removed all the broom. And then I think there's a wall just beyond that other tree there, and that's the neighbour's land. So, yeah, we've got quite a lot to take out. There's a couple of olive trees down here. So I just thought I'd show you this. He doesn't know I'm filming, but he never takes his t-shirt off. And it looks like he's got a white vest on because his arms are so brown and his neck. Oh. So with all the rain that we've had, the grass has just gone absolutely crazy. So all that work we did trimming a hectare needs redoing. As you can see, we've not done this bit yet. And that's how long the grass has got. But we have done this
Let me
bit,
stand up.
This bit redone. And we've started on the big field down there. So it's all looking like a golf course again.
It's better than a golf course. It's like a bowling... what do you call it?
A bowling green.
A bowling green. Yeah, looks really good.
And we've done all over the top as well.
Marvellous.
But then we still have to do, I don't know whether you can see it through the camera, but we have to do all those terraces up there.
Up there. Blood, sweat and tears.
And this is in between doing his friend's place, and we also have another job about an hour away for some of his friends at UK.
Yeah.
But we'll film that when we go.
Yeah.
And let you see what we've been up to down there.
But all that is kind of necessary for our
Own safety.
finances.
and his own safety because of the fire risk. So we've come down to a friend's house that's about an hour away. Done some cleaning for them, so this field was really overgrown. And it's quite a big one. So all that's down. All round here's down. Walk down here. All looking neat and tidy around here. All down there. All trimmed. All down that way trimmed. And all that lot. So, we're a bit tired now. So it's time to go home. We've done a bit more in this little front garden. So I went to the garden centre to look for a magnolia tree for Alfie. And to be honest, they were in quite poor condition and not very big. The only ones that looked in good condition were pink. And I don't really want pink, I want white or yellow if I can. So the search continues. But while I were there, I did treat myself to a few more flowers. Just to try and fill this little garden up a bit, that one. Looks like the chicken's been at that one. So hopefully I'll thrive a little bit in here and make it look really pretty. If the chicken don't get to them all first. I've just watered that one, it looks a bit droopy, but if it doesn't do very well there, I'll move it. And all this side is now finished. I'm just going to try level it up and maybe put a board right across the top, because the cats keep jumping over it and knocking the sticks off. So, but it is stopping the dogs. So it's doing the job I wanted it to. The Morello cherries are starting to go red. So it'll be time to pick them soon. And lots of them this year. Absolutely loads. So we'll try with the ginger again. And I might see if I can can some, because there is a lot. A lot. Hello Zorro. So we've had to go over all this again, but this will be the last time now before summer. We've got a week left and that's it. And I think towards the end of this week it's going to get too hot to use any kind of blade. So yeah, we've done all the bottom, we've just got all the top to do. I've done the chicken part and half of the veggie bit, but it's too long for the mower, so I have to get the strimmer out there. And all the banking. And the top terrace is just ridiculously full of those horrible purple flowers. I'll show you that. So this is the terrace where the mine collapses over there. Look at it. These purple flowers are just ridiculous. And these must be mountain flowers, these, because you don't get them down in the valley. But up here, they just take over everywhere.
This rock, we uncovered quite a bit of it, and when we did, we found a series of drill holes all the way across it in a straight line, which is more evidence that quarrymen or masons were here on site and either attempted to split this rock and couldn't, or they didn't have time to complete the job. They are not perfectly round holes. So I presume this is done with a long chisel and one guy twisting it while the other guy hits it with a big hammer. Yeah, so a bit more evidence, and it is a big rock. It is a very, very large rock. Goodness knows when they split it how they were going to move it. They must have wanted to cut it into smaller blocks. Yeah, interesting stuff. I used to have a job in the UK where I counted money. Basically, a lot of coins went through where I worked, and so I kind of got an interesting coinage. So I have a question for all you numismatists out there. As you can see, these coins here, I've only ever found one of each. In this tray, it's 2s and 3s. This tray, 4s, 5s, 6s, and then getting more and more as we go along. So the question is, what is the rarest euro or cent coin, or €2 coin, any kind of coin? So my question is, what is the rarest euro coin that is in circulation but not a mule? I've looked on the internet and it's very confusing. Prices are astronomical for normal coins and even more astronomical for the misprinted mules. But yeah, there you go. Let me know in the comments, and if I've got one of the very, very rare ones, I'd really like to know.
Well, it's been about 32 degrees today, so the dogs are deciding to come inside and chill on the cool tiles. I don't blame them. While we're outside strimming, sweaty. Yeah, bless them. At least they can cool off in here. So this is the terrace that I showed you with all the big purple plants. So today we've managed to get all this trimmed. and it's been over 30 degrees today, so hard work as always, but it's done. And yesterday the chicken coop was completed, and also today I finished off in the vegetable garden, so all that's trimmed as well. Must be a good year for fruit, because we're going to have a lot of quince again this year as well. There's loads of it. This is the land that we cleared and we showed you last week, going down to the river. So we finished this a week ago, and look at the ferns. It's a good job they trim really easily. Things grow like crazy here. It's unbelievable. But no problem, they'll come down with wire, and you can use a wire from 7 till 11 in the morning, so yeah, we can get them down, no problem. And this is a side where we cleared all the broom. It's amazing. Once you give the land a little bit of light, so it's not covered in that dense stuff, how much it thrives. It's amazing how green it's got. Can't believe it. If we get chance, we will re-strim this bit, but this, as I've said before, this is not our land, so it's at least the broom's out, so it's a lot more fire safe than what it was. I've started planting out in the vegetable bit, so I'm going to use this frame this year for all the peas. I've put wires on there if you can see them, and French beans, peas, broad beans, garden peas, and then that's all the cucumber down there. And I'll just use this from this year. The other thing we have to get done this week before the ban comes in is re-rotovate all this. It's just, yeah. And then I can get planting out again. I'm very, very slow with the garden this year with all the clearing that we've been doing, but we'll do what we can. Potatoes are still doing really well, and that's the other bit that I've managed to get trimmed, so you can see in places how long this grass has grown since we last did it. So I'll be back on that once this terrace is done. It's finished finally, so no more then until autumn, and we can get back onto the house at last. I have managed to repot the tomatoes, so they won't be long before they can go into the beds. Spring onions are doing alright. And these are sunflowers, which are doing amazingly well. They're huge. And all the asparagus there. If I can grow some more this year, I'll just make this an asparagus bed. But these should be ready to harvest next year, which will be good, because Rob absolutely loves asparagus. Not much happening in here this year. Eh dear. But we have got watermelons that are starting to come up, which is really good. I thought they'd failed, but they've started to come up now. And honeydew. So yeah. yeah, parsley's started to make an appearance. So there is things now. It's started warming up. I've got artichokes in here, and this one came up really fast. And then nothing, but then we've got another 3 appearing there now. I don't know whether it's because it's started to warm up a little bit and things are starting to, even the beetroot. But yeah, we'll give them a bit longer. Peppers. We'll see what happens. So another day, another warm day, and I've been out this morning and re-rotovated these 2 beds, and I've done another one down at the bottom there, and there's 2 little ones on the end. So one will be for corn and the other one probably for the melons, I think. But like I say, we'll see what I end up with. I might have too many beds here for things that have actually worked, but it is what it is, and it's done anyway, just in case. Right, I'm going to go have a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to come out and carry on trimming that mine terrace over there, see if we can get it finished today. And I will definitely sleep tonight.